We will now look at the latest version of 360 Archive Inspector with a focus on the new Personal Health Information Analysis and Sensitivity Overview. Please note that although P360 is in English, the sample document and health explanation is in Norwegian. 360 Archive Inspector is designed to be an effective tool for registrars to support daily quality assurance and driving process improvements. The tab for Regular Scan gives you the overview of new findings with potential sensitive content, and here we can see that a document is found with possible personal health information. Since there is no finding in the metadata of the document, we minimize the document and contact information panels and focus on the files with findings. To identify if health information is used in a personal context, Archive Inspector looks at both case, document, and file information, like explained in this information panel. Reviewing if health information is sensitive is not always easy. 360 Archive Inspector supports this in two ways: a detailed explanation of how it is set in a personal context, and the concrete health information is highlighted in the file. Here we can see that it has found a health information in a sample document with a reference to a pronoun close to the health word, and that the document has a reference to a private person. Using this information, registrars can effectively verify if the information is sensitive and screen the content if needed. In addition to the daily quality assurance, Archive Inspector also supports process improvements and organizational learning. The sensitivity overview provides aggregated information of all 360 Archive Inspector findings. It gives information about what type of sensitive information have been found, where it has been found, like case, document, and file. This can be used for resource planning when there are many findings to review, but is also an important indicator to quantify general quality status throughout the organization. Examples can be an integration process that produces certain types of sensitivity challenges, an area in the archive, or a type of document. By using the sensitivity overview as a starting point for their investigation, customers can now identify such problem areas and act accordingly. Depending on what you want to use the information for, you can choose to look at number of findings or number of elements. Both aspects can be valuable. It depends on your situation and what gives you the most information. You can also see how much has been found, screened, reviewed without screening, and if there are elements that have not been reviewed yet. Further, you can see the distribution on finding type. On the right-hand side there is one panel for all findings, and another displaying only those that has been screened. This gives a good picture on how the findings have been handled in the organization. To see if there are seasonal differences or periods with higher number of sensitivity challenges, you can also see findings distributed over time and how the total number of findings are developing. This can even provide evidence if process improvements, dedicated training, or investment in quality culture has had a concrete effect and results in a decreasing number of sensitivity findings over time. As for the overview, it is possible to drill down on type of element and type of finding for more detailed insight. Here we can see how findings are distributed over time for one of our internal test servers.